All right, let's just get right into it. If you've got a humanities degree, you've probably been watching this whole AI explosion happen, feeling like you're on the outside looking in, right? Like you need a computer science degree just to get a foot in the door. Well, this explainer is for you. We are going to map out your path, a non-coding path, to a really fascinating and, yeah, a very high-paying career in AI. And just a quick heads up, all the numbers, the quotes, everything you're about to see is from verified, up-to-date sources. We did all the homework, so you can just focus on the opportunity ahead. So let's just hit the big question right away. You've got a degree in English or history or philosophy, and it feels like every single high-paying job out there is in tech. So do you really need to go back to school and learn to code? Well, the answer might surprise you. It's a big, fat no. Absolutely not. And that brings us to our first major point, the AI skills myth. There's this idea floating around that you have to be an engineer to work in AI. But you know what? That is a huge misconception. And frankly, it's causing companies to miss out on some incredible talent, people just like you. I mean, just listen to this. It's not just about the code. The AI world desperately needs strategists, creatives, communicators. Sound familiar? That's basically the job description for a humanities degree. It's all about human insight, critical thinking, and understanding nuance. Exactly what you spent years learning. Okay, so let's see how this translates into actual real-world demand. Because your skills aren't just nice to have, they're commanding some massive salaries in this new AI-powered economy. Whoa, just take a look at this number. We're talking about a salary premium, a bonus, basically, of up to 145% from marketing jobs that use AI. This isn't just a small pay bump. This is a fundamental shift in how much these skills are worth. And if that number wasn't clear enough, this chart says it all. Over on the left, you've got the average salary for a traditional marketing manager. It's solid, over 100 grand. But then, look to the right, the AI marketing specialist, it's nearly double. And why is that? It's because they're using AI as a tool to get results on a scale that was impossible before. So you're probably asking, okay, what is this job and how do I get it? Well, this quote right here is the key. It confirms that people with humanities backgrounds are perfectly suited for this role. It doesn't require coding. It requires things you already have: critical thinking, logic, and a mastery of language. All right, let's give it a name. One of the hottest, highest-paying, non-coding roles out there is the prompt engineer. You might also see it called an AI content specialist or a conversational designer. But yeah, this could literally be your new job title. So what in the world does a prompt engineer actually do? Well, the best way to think about it is that you're like a creative director, but for an AI. You're not building the robot, you're writing its script. You are the one who crafts the perfect instructions, the prompts, to get the AI to create exactly what you need, whether that's amazing ad copy, a deep market analysis, or a whole social media campaign. And what skills do you need for this six-figure job? Well, take a look at this list. Does it seem familiar? It should. This is basically the syllabus from every humanities class you ever took. Strong writing, critical thinking, problem solving. You have literally been training for this job for years without even knowing it. Okay, enough theory. Let's make this super tangible. We're going to walk through a real-world example of how a prompt engineer brings massive value to a marketing team. This is where it all clicks into place. See, a great prompt isn't just a simple question. It's a whole strategic system. It's a simple three-step model. First, you have to identify your goal. What do you actually want the AI to create? Be specific. Second, you build its library. You give it context, like brand guidelines, info on the target audience, and good examples. And third, you define the logic. These are the rules of the game, the do's and don'ts that make sure the output is perfect. And this slide says it all. The difference here is night and day. On the left, you have the basic prompt, write an ad. It's a total gamble. You have no idea what you'll get. But on the right, that's the expert. That's a command. It uses marketing knowledge, the target audience, the brand voice, the call to action, to direct the AI with total precision. This is the skill that companies are paying six figures for. So you're probably thinking, okay, this is amazing, but how do I actually start? The best part is, you don't need another degree. You can start building these skills today, for free. So let's look at your non-coding starter kit. First things first, to write expert prompts, you've got to speak the language of marketing. You don't need to be a guru, but understanding these basic concepts is non-negotiable. Why? because these are the building blocks you'll use in your instructions to the AI. Okay, here's your action plan, your homework. Start playing around with the free AI tools, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of them. Then, and this is crucial, build a portfolio. You can even make up hypothetical projects for brands you admire. The point isn't getting a certificate. It's about building real proof that you can think strategically and create value. And when you feel ready to start looking, these are the exact job titles you should be typing into LinkedIn or Indeed. As you can see, prompt engineer is just one of many names for this skill set. This opportunity is broad and it is growing like crazy every single day. We have covered a lot of ground today, but honestly, we're just scratching the surface. There are so many exciting career paths opening up in AI-driven marketing, and we want to help you figure out which one is right for you. So now we're turning it over to you. Which of these roles sounds the most interesting? What do you want us to do a deep dive on next? An AI content strategist? An AI-focused growth hacker? Maybe a chatbot manager? Drop a comment below and cast your vote for our next explainer. Seriously, your feedback is what shapes this channel. And hey, if you found this helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for hanging out with us.